Most people think Snapseed's new AI masking is just about selecting the subject. But if you're only using the subject mask, you're missing the best part because different photos need different masks. Use the wrong one and your edit looks unnatural. Use the right one and your subject instantly stands out, colors look better, and your photos start looking professionally edited. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly which mask to use for each type of photo, why it works, and the simple editing tricks that make a huge difference. Let's get started. Here I open Snapseed app and the image I want to edit. We are going to start with selecting the subject first. Then open the menu I want to use. Here I'm going into the adjust menu. Here's where you get the options to add masks. To select the subject, tap on the layers icon. Here you can create the subject mask by clicking on the subject option. Takes a second to create the mask. So now you can tune the sliders which affects only the subject. With a distracting background, it is better to add more brightness, shadows so that the subject pops here. Similarly, going to the details menu, need to create the subject mask here too. Increasing the structure adds more details to the subject. Here you can see the difference between the original and the after edits. Subtle difference makes the subject pop from the background. Here's one other similar edit on a cat. It works great for shots on portraits, people and pets. The subject option is not available on all tools. You can create the background mask too to pop the subject. Creating a background mask for adjust menu, making the background more muted compared to the subject, reducing brightness, saturation, also making it cooler which gives a nice contrast between the subject and the background. Another example where a distracting background can be muted to make the subject pop more. Adding a bit of haze using the dehaze slider too, also reducing the brightness. Before and after. This is basically making the background less distracting. Works great for images shot on street markets, tourist spots, parks with many people, and city streets only if you want subject to pop more. There are a few instances where the subject mask doesn't properly work. You can see here in this example. Click on Layers icon, then the settings. Here you can add or subtract the mask using the brush option. You can do it manually by brushing. Zoom in for precise selection of the mask. After applying, you can start tuning the subject. Now I'm going to the color menu to tune individual colors. Here I'm tapping on the plus icon to add object masks. You just need to drag on an object and it automatically creates a mask for that object. Here selecting the chair by dragging on that object, it's the red color. So dragging the hue slider towards right to make it orangish color, adding saturation to. You can notice part of the chair was not added to this mask and that part has still a red color. I will click on the layers option and with the plus button on, zooming in and dragging on that part of the chair which now adds that part to the original mask. Now the tuning affects the whole chair. Object masks work great for cars, flowers, food and other products. Here I have a car picture opened. Going to the color menu and after clicking on the plus icon, just tapping on the car is enough to create a mask on the car. Now you can play with the hues, saturation and luminance to alter the color and brightness of the car. Also adding object mask on the car in the details menu too and sharpening the car here. One example of the flower here. Adding structure in the details menu after selecting it using object mask. In the color menu, altering its colors a bit. In a separate color menu edit, using color picker tool to select the greens in the background and playing with hue, saturation and luminance. You can use spread and drain sliders to increase the selection range, using these to make the background more muted compared to the flower. Another example to use object mask is on food pictures to make the food pop. Here in the details menu, adding an object mask on only the part of the food and adding sharpening and structure to make the food pop. Adding some vignetting too to keep the spotlight on the food. There is one other important mask option to work on the finer details, for example on the portrait here. Here in the detail menu, after clicking on the plus button, tapping on the switch to advanced masking option, here you have two options to create mask. Clicking on this icon gives you two options, one auto brush which is basically object masking and the other the manual brush option. Here with the brush option selected, manually brushing on the eye, zoom in as much as possible for precise masking. Clicking done to confirm masking and adding structure and sharpening which gives pop to the eyes here. You can see the difference. With the same layer selected, again with the brush tool, adding further to the selection by brushing on the eyebrows. You can subtract the selection by clicking on the minus button. As the tuning is already done for the layer, the effect is now on the eyes and the eyebrows too. You can see how portraits can be enhanced with this method using the brush option. This option gives you manual control over small areas that need subtle enhancement. It can be used to brighten eyes, enhance hair, and add sparkle to water droplets too. You can also use multiple masks to alter the image. For example, on this image, I can create an object mask of the sky and add haze. Add subject mask which sometimes work on this house. Tune some basic sliders. If the mask is not as desired, you can add or subtract mask if needed. Adding another object mask on the grass and tuning the hues of the greens. Let me know in the comments what other use cases these masks can be used on. Hope the video was helpful to you all. See you soon in my next video. Thanks for watching.